hello there. Welcome to Adventurous Spirits, where we talk about the beauty and magic of the world and ways that we want to experience it a little more closely. I don't know about you, but I get pretty busy in life with other things to think about. And so this is just a simple reminder to look around, pay attention, to notice how wonderful the world actually is. So this month we are talking about adventures in going outside. And I have been experimenting a little bit with my outside time. I don't know if you have. Tell me what your favorite thing is to do outside. What's your least favorite thing to do outside? I used to spend a lot of time training for distance races, half marathons. I did try one time to train for a full marathon, and I got so sick that I had to just drop out of training. But that was a lot of outside time. A lot of exploring my neighborhood and many other neighborhoods, because a half marathon is 13.1 miles. So you can really cover a lot of ground. Even if you have to go somewhere and then come back, that's still 7.5 miles, 6.5 miles. Check the math real quick. So, you get a good swath of town. And that was really fun to just have lots of time to spend outside and look around and see architecture and people and animals, squirrels and dogs and cats sometimes. Sometimes coyotes. How about you? What kind of animals and wildlife nature do you see in your outside? Today I want to talk about not just being outside, but thriving outside. What do you need in order to thrive when you're outside? I think a lot of times we need access to a bathroom. We need to know where we can eat and when. We need to feel like we have options for being comfortable. There are a lot of times when I am walking to wherever I'm going, so I spend that time outside. And I live in Hollywood, where it rains maybe, a couple times a year, maybe 20 times a year. Not all at once, obviously. But this last couple of weeks, it's rained a lot. And so pretty much every day I needed a change of clothes in order to thrive while being outside. I needed to have the freedom to get wet and then be able to get dry again once I reached my destination or once I went back inside. Being dry and warm, I think, helps with the thriving while being outside or soon after being outside. Also, having fun is important to thrive while outside. And a little later, I'm going to play you a song about one particular way that I have rediscovered having fun outside. First, let me play you a song. So thanks for being here. This is Adventurous Spirits. We're here every week, live. So feel free to chat along with me in the live chat or tune in later and leave your thoughts in the comments. I always love to see what you're thinking. But I'm your host, Cortney Matz. And I'm happy to lead you in some good thoughts about adventures today Adventurous Lives. This song is called Sunglasses. Well, maybe if I wear sunglasses at night, well, people will think I'm famous if I always close my eyes. Well, maybe they'll think I'm blind, oh, but eventually everyone will see what I am. Oh yeah, you know who I am. Ooh. Well, if I wear my sunglasses at night, I can't see where I'm going if I never open my eyes. Well, I might as well be blind, oh, but eventually, oh yeah, eventually, everyone sees. Sunglasses, wearing our sunglasses, because sunglasses protect our eyes from the sun. Sunglasses, wearing our sunglasses, because sunglasses protect our eyes from the sun. Sunglasses, wearing our sunglasses, because sunglasses protect our eyes from the sun. Just gotta remember that's what sunglasses are for. When you go outside, they can help you thrive. Just to keep on theme with today's podcast. So yes, sunglasses are a part of thriving outside. If you've ever been caught outside and you didn't have sunglasses with you, that can be very uncomfortable. That happens to me sometimes. So, thinking about what it's like to be outside and what we like to do outside, it got me thinking a lot about my younger years. I don't know about you, but most of my social life occurred outside. Playing with kids in the neighborhood or going to a playground. Playgrounds were big. Even when I was like an older teenager, those swing sets, man, there's something magnetic about a swing. Sometimes I think thriving outside revolves around a place. You gotta have a place to be. A place where you are safe. You're not gonna get run over by a car. You're not going to run into people or animals that intend you harm. Where is that place for you? Maybe this will require some thought and maybe some experimentation. I have to think about places, honestly. Living in a city, I don't have, when you walk outside, you're immediately on a sidewalk. You are surrounded by traffic. So it kind of gets you in this mode. It does for me anyway. It gets me in this mode of, oh, I have to go somewhere now. I can't just stay here. Although plenty of people do. I see folks sitting on the curb, you know, talking on the phone, smoking a cigarette, or hanging out with friends, listening to music. So clearly it is done. I just don't do it. And I think that maybe one of my favorite things to do used to be reading outside. And I do that on occasion, just like get a cup of coffee and go sit in a park, bring a book. And I certainly have a couple of parks near me that I can go and spend time in. It's a little cold right now. So when you think about what it takes to thrive outside, what do you think of? I'll play you a little thinking music. Sometimes being outside is helpful for me to decompress from the pressures of daily life. And this is a song that's about those pressures. It's called Starting Line. And I hope you can relate. I feel like these are things that many of us feel in life. And hopefully there is some camaraderie around feeling these pressures and kind of responding to them. So here we go, starting line. Waking up, thinking thoughts, planning through the day. Don't know how I'm gonna pay for it all. Got a list, things to do as long as my arm, not including what I forgot. It's the same old habits, same old thought patterns, same old prayers. I'm stuck in a rut, but it's a new day, and there's mercy that I have never seen. My God will supply every need of mine, as sure as the sunrise. Hope is rewarded with peace of mind, and I want to get mine at the starting line. Oh, 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 oh. Worries, anxieties, greeting every minute. How did I get here? Where am I going? Loneliness, chasing dreams. Is this really living? Existential as all get out. It's the same neuroses, same old ponderings, navel gazing. But it's a new day with more mercy than I have ever dreamed. My God will supply every need of mine, as sure as the sunrise. Hope is rewarded with peace of mind, and I want to get mine at the starting line. God will supply every need of mine, as sure as the sunrise. Hope is rewarded with peace of mind, and I want to get mine at the starting line. Oh, 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 oh. Every breath I'm given is a gift from heaven. Every breath I'm given is a gift, and I'm still breathing. Just take a minute and feel your breath. what you need now. Supply every need of mine, sure as the sunrise. Hope is rewarded with peace of mind, and I want to get mine. Just think about it now, everything you're worried about. And remember that even your breath is a gift we receive every second. Did you have any thoughts about being outside? Or thriving outside? Or adventure in general? I always love hearing. I love hearing your words. I love seeing your comments in the chat. The thing about adventure is that a lot of times it shows up when we're not really in the mood. Sometimes it's delightful. And it deepens, it feels like you're finding deep places in yourself that you haven't spent time in a while. That's how I feel about adventure. And sometimes I equate that with a very youthful spirit. Like when I think about being a kid, it was easier to embrace the adventure because I didn't have any agenda. There was nothing that I was trying to make out of that day, really. Generally, sometimes yes, but for the most part, I was pretty open to the possibilities. So I think what changes is that now I'm a grown-up and I have more plans for my life and more day-to-day, moment-to-moment responsibilities and commitments. It just makes it harder to see the adventures or to receive them when they're happening. And then there's the disappointment that goes with wanting a certain adventure that does not seem to be coming together. I'm trying to think of a good example, but One of my favorite places to go when I'm outside is a place called Griffith Park here in Los Angeles. It sounds like a nice little park, but it's a humongous piece of land. There are 2 freeways that border it. So depending on where you're coming from, it's a very different experience where you walk in. But the part of it that I tend to frequent is very green. There are a lot of trees, there's a lot of grass. There's even some hiking if you feel like traveling uphill for a while. And it's just a lovely place to meander, get a little bit of sunshine if you feel like sun, or stay in the shade if it's too hot. But it's easy to not go there. It's not Griffith Park is not a regular part of my life. And there are no errands or places that I go regularly that take me there. So I have to make it a point to, today I'm going to go to Griffith Park and I'm going to walk, or I'm going to listen to music, or I'm just going to draw or listen to an audiobook or something, whatever. So that's another thing that let me tell you all the things I think about thriving outside. That's another point to ponder, and tell me if you agree. I think it helps to have some ideas of what to do with your time when you're going to be outside. Sometimes it's just built in, if you're going to go to a pumpkin patch, you're going to go apple picking, you're going to go shovel snow. You know what you're doing outside. You don't have to think about it. But if you're venturing out with an intention to go exploring, or just sort of revive your soul, connect with nature, or spend time with friends, it's good to have like a mini list, I find, because I forget all the time what I like to do. I get so busy thinking about the things that I have to do or the things I've committed to do, which I still like, honestly. Most of what I do, I like doing. But when it comes to just, free time where you don't have an agenda, where you don't want to have an agenda, it's good to have a list of like stargazing. Who likes to look at stars? Reading. Love to read outside. Taking photos. If you bring a camera, or just turn off your notifications on your phone and use your phone camera, just to see what catches your eye and try taking some fun pictures of it. Things like that I love to do when I'm outside. And even the taking photos part can redeem any outdoor task. So that's those are 2 things I'm going to encourage you to think about this week. 1, what do you need in order to thrive when you're outside? And what can you do to make sure you have those things? If it's a pair of socks to change out of if they get wet, or an extra sweater, or a hat for when the sun goes down and it suddenly gets colder. Think about what you need and see if you can keep it nearby, either in your car or in your bag, so you don't get stuck feeling like you are deprived. The second prompt for thriving outside this week that I will offer you is to... Oh, I forgot what it was. Try listening to music when you're outside. And start that list. Things that you like, that you enjoy being outside for. One thing I used to do outside all the time is ride my bike. Any bike riders among us today? And I wrote a song about it. It's been a long time. I actually don't have a bike right now, but a couple of friends got me into it a few years ago, and I'm feeling the need to do it again. So think about those things for yourself. Write them down if you want to. Come back and look at it later. Have some takeaways from today's podcast. And before I sing this last song, I just want to thank Epiphany Space for having me today. I'm surrounded by a wonderful space, wonderful new lighting. Tell me what you think of the lighting. And it is a joy to be here. I recommend this space for co-working, for community, other artists, other adventurous spirits just like us. All right, here's the song. See if you can figure out what the title is. Sun is shining and the air is sizzling. Strand of pavement by the ocean beckoning. I got a helmet and a dubious demeanor. It's been 100 years, but I guess it's now or never. Go to a rental shop and choose myself a ride. Aqua cruiser with a basket on the side. It's not hard, it feels unwieldy and a bit undignified. Summon my courage, start to pedal until I take flight, and I'm free. I'm free on two wheels. Oh, free. Ooh. The path is busy and a lot of us are new. It's uncomfortable, freaking out because we don't know what to do. It's not hard, but there's a lot of weird emotion. Pick your head up, ease around. Hey, look, it's the ocean. Sound of my own heartbeat, I'm free. sight. Anticipating them can keep you up at night. They say you never forget how to do it. Well, in my case, there's a little more to it. New things are exciting in hindsight, in hindsight, when we're free, we're free, we're free, oh yeah, we're free. Hair streaming in the wind, we're listening to the sound of my heartbeat. All right. I hope that got you going a little bit, and if you have not ridden a bike in a while, why don't we try? There's a place by Santa Monica up here that lets you rent a bike, and I think it's a pretty reasonable rate. I want to say $15. I shouldn't commit to that on a recording. I will look that up. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope this lifted your spirits and gave you a little more anticipation for the beauty and the joy and the magic in the world around us today, especially outside. But it's everywhere, really. I want to remind you to look for the adventure in life and enjoy it. If you would like to join our Facebook group to encourage this sense of adventure in yourself and share the process, there's a link here in the the show info. It's just facebook.com/group/adventurous spirits. There's also a list of songs that I sang to you today. Today we did 3 songs. I don't think any of them are currently widely distributed to listen to. They're only here on this podcast, but if you want to become a Patreon sponsor, you will then have access to all of the recordings for each of these 3 songs that I just sang you, and you can listen to them whenever you want. Minus all of my little mistakes. But seriously, I love my Patreon sponsors. They have been the backbone of my creative journey for nearly 5 years. It was April 2018 when I started that, and we have done a lot of things together now. I think we've recorded more than 60 songs. Most of those are originals. I think there are 6 cover songs on there, which I also will not be widely releasing, so if you want to hear some of my cover songs, patronage is the best way to do it. Licensing costs money, yo. Trying to maximize my pennies. All right, friends, I have kept you long enough. Adventurers, go out there and have yourself a lovely, lovely day. And anything that I can do to help make your life a little more adventurous, just let me know. Until next time.